Minio? State your address for the record.
Good afternoon. My name is Joe Minio. I'm from Riverside. I work in Riverside, California. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to the board, and all due respect to the people in the mobile food industry. I'm on the brick and mortar side of the business. I'm affiliated with a real estate development company for Farmer Boys Restaurants, which has 21 stores within San Bernardino County. And I'm here today to just ask you to consider some of the development standards that the brick and mortar stores have to comply with, other than the operating health regulations that we've been discussing today. Brick and mortar restaurants, they're vested in the communities, either under commitments from land purchases or long-term leases, and employing in the cases of typical Farmer Boys 30-plus individuals, and they support the local schools, youth sports, and local charities. In addition to fees paid to local governments to obtain a certificate of occupancy, those fees approach or exceed most often over $100,000. And there's also continuing expenses with the likes of the secured and personal property taxes, bonds, and community facilities districts that are ongoing on a yearly basis. In all cases, development of a new ground-up restaurant requires extensive road improvements, which can include right-of-way dedications, road widening, traffic signal modification, street light and storm drain relocation and installation, median construction, off-site landscaping, and maintenance fees paid in lieu of some of the above. Additionally, there's sometimes utility extension systems that have to be extended or undergrounded with the development of a new restaurant. These improvements, they greatly enhance the communities and lessen the burden on cities for capital improvements to the infrastructure. We know it's not the role of the government to restrict competition. However, there is the economy of scale to consider when a brick and mortar restaurant has the aforesaid financial burden to bear when opening a business, and then they have to compete with a mobile truck vendor for the same customer that has the ability to drive to the customer's place of work at prime lunch hour, which creates an advantage of access and convenience over the stationary restaurant. After that lunch break is concluded, the vendor is free to move to another location or return to its origination point, which may be outside of San Bernardino County. I did have the question, but it was already brought up about how the sales tax are distributed and allocated from those sales if they go within the city of the sale, point of origin, and back to the place of the commissary. Also, I'd want you to consider that maybe a significant amount of the revenue received by the mobile vending trucks could be spent outside of the county.
That's time.
Oh, you're finished, sir.
Okay. In the current economic environment, we ask that you consider the potential impact of your decision today on the business people that have made a substantial long-term commitment to the communities of San Bernardino County. The general public is not going to eat more meals because of the food truck craze. By approving food trucks' use, I question whether the quality of life in the communities will be enhanced. However, I know that the spendable dollars available for restaurant sales will be further diluted. Being one of two counties in the state that hasn't approved food trucks may not necessarily be a bad thing for us. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.